Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, but if you
Why is it? Wait, what color is Mercury, chat?
you think that means it's hot all the time,
Why I thought Mercury? What color do they usually make Mercury in the books, in the science books? I thought they usually make Mercury like a. In science books, what color do they be making that shit? Oranges, yellow. They do? What? I'm tripping. Never mind.
you're wrong. At night, temperatures can plummet to an icy minus 180
That's so
degrees
crazy.
Celsius. During the day, however, they can skyrocket to 430 degrees Celsius. This extreme imbalance happens because Mercury doesn't have a proper atmosphere to regulate temperature. Instead, it has a very thin exosphere, which doesn't maintain heat. While apart from temperature, you wouldn't have to worry about weather on Mercury, the real dangers come from solar radiation and the lack of breathable air. In fact, Mercury gets almost 7 times the solar irradiance that Earth receives.
I feel like it's survivable though.
Solar system,
I feel like I could vibe on Mercury, finding like a little hole to dig in.
Mercury is full of craters, cliffs, and bumpy terrain, making it a pretty tough place to land as well. The low air resistance doesn't help either. It would make
we're not landing on Mercury ever.
Much harder, increasing the chances of a high-speed crash.
Are we ever landing on Mercury?
During the daytime is out of the question because of the extreme heat. The latest NASA spacesuits can only
subbed?
handle
How
up
many
to
gifts is that?
121 degrees Celsius, nowhere near Mercury's daytime temperatures of 430 degrees Celsius. Keep in mind that Mercury's day lasts about half a year due to its slow rotation.
Wait, what lasts half a year?
Keep in mind that Mercury's day lasts about half a year due to
Holy fuck. That shit is so crazy. If there was beings on every planet, which being do you think would be the strongest out of all the planets? What if, like, to be a being on these other planets, you have to be so thin and weak to survive? Or sometimes you have to be so strong and shit. What if, like, we always think aliens are stronger than us? What if they're all pussier than us, bro?
its slow rotation. Nighttime isn't much better. Temperatures of minus 180 degrees Celsius far exceed NASA suit's lower limit of minus 157 degrees Celsius, so you'd still freeze. Your best bet would be to try landing in the Terminator zone, the area between day and night where temperatures are more moderate. Even there, however, it can be risky, as temperatures can change relatively quickly. Venus. Venus is the closest planet to Earth, sitting just 40 million kilometers away. This means the journey there would be relatively short, about 4 months. Its size and gravity wouldn't pose much of a problem, as they're pretty similar to Earth's. The first real issue you'd face, though, would be those beautiful yellow clouds you'd see as you approached the surface. Unfortunately, they're made of sulfuric acid, a highly corrosive substance that would destroy your lungs in seconds. But let's assume you've got a spacesuit advantage.
Bro, why are organs so pussy, bro? How the fuck do we know we got these clouds? How we know Mercury got them clouds that's made out of that shit? We ain't never been there. So how we know that? Oh, this Venus. Research spend, nigga. Bro, you could have just said we landed there, bro. You don't even know. The fact that you just said research spend, nigga, you didn't even know, nigga. We landed some shit over there, nigga.
Enough to filter it out. As you descend to the surface, you'd notice visibility dropping drastically. The atmosphere becomes incredibly thick, made mostly of carbon dioxide, so you wouldn't be able to see much. Then there's the heat, an unbearable 450 degrees Celsius. If that wasn't enough, only about 10% of the sunlight reaches the surface, as it's blocked by the thick atmosphere, so it'd be pretty dark. On the surface, moving your arms and legs would be a serious struggle. Even though gravity is nearly the same as on Earth, the air is so dense you'd feel like you're wading through a heavy liquid. With a good pressurized suit, you might last a few seconds down there. But before long, the pressure, about 92 bars compared to Earth's 1 bar at sea level, would crush your suit. And if that didn't kill you, the sulfuric acid you'd start breathing once your suit broke definitely would.
That's so crazy, bro.
Mars is the second closest planet to Earth and the most habitable of all 8 planets. Daytime temperatures are much less extreme compared to Mercury and Venus, reaching up to a relatively comfortable 20 degrees Celsius. However, the real challenge comes at night, or in certain parts of the planet, where temperatures can drop as low as minus 150
Holy fuck!
3 degrees Celsius. Another big issue, similar to Mercury, is Mars's incredibly thin atmosphere. It's mostly made up of carbon.
Okay, so how do we thicken up these niggas' atmospheres and shit so we could live there one day? Because let's say we somehow build a facility there. We can't step outside. How do we make it so we make that planet habitable? I wish we could escape to another planet.
I got ice in my veins, blood in my eyes, hate in my heart, love in my mind. So I pick the world up and I'ma drop it on your fucking head. Die now, rebirth. Hop up in my spaceship and leave Earth. I'm gone.
my cardio. I got no cardio. Silky, me too, bro. I wish we could go to another planet. Hop up on my spaceship and leave Earth with my dog, bro. I wish. But, you know, you can't do that yet. Bro, you did that for 4 minutes? What is wrong with you?
Carbon dioxide, with only trace amounts of oxygen, meaning there's not that much breathable air. This thin atmosphere also results in low pressure and high levels of radiation exposure, both of which are incredibly dangerous. The average natural radiation level on Mars is 24 to 30 rads, which is about 40 to 50 times the average on Earth. On top of that,
What the fuck is rads, chat? Have you ever heard of rads?
Mars experiences frequent and extremely violent dust storms, with wind speeds reaching up to 100 kilometers per hour.
Nigga, I'm in Florida. I experience hurricanes, nigga. That exceed way beyond this shit, nigga. You talking some dust storms, nigga? We got hurricanes and tornadoes and tsunamis and shit. I'm good off dust storms, gang. I'll stay in the crib. You clearly never played Fallout? Hell no. Even though I heard that's a very good game.
These storms could pose serious challenges, so any attempt at habitation would require a sustainable, airtight, and well-insulated life support system. Jupiter
We can survive on Mars, chat.
is the biggest planet out of the 8, and it's one of the hardest planets to land on,
Why?
primarily because of its extreme radiation level.
How do we lower the radiation? If we go to Jupiter with enough hazmat suits and radiation pills, how long can we survive? What creature can survive immense radiation? Could cockroaches? Out of all the animals, what has the highest radiation tolerance? Tardigrades, also known as water bears or moss piglets. Moss piglets? We have to evolve. Simple. Okay, how do we force evolution? If we want to go to other planets, yes, we have to evolve. Are we just cooked as humans? It's like we all took Everstones. We can't evolve no more. What do we got to do to evolve? What stones do we need? I'm actually dead ass. We're getting hella XP over these years and we're not evolving at all. How do we keep evolving? Megason. Like, do we need to have like a moonstone at nighttime and do a certain activity for us to like evolve and shit? Venom. Dynamax. Spirituality. I don't know, bro. I feel like we stuck. We've been stuck. We trying to hit our final evolution. We are like second evolution right now.
Even 300,000 kilometers away, the radiation would start penetrating your suit and you'd be done for. But since that's a boring outcome, let's assume you have a hypothetical suit that can block the radiation. Jupiter's gravity is 2.4 times stronger than Earth's, meaning you'd be falling incredibly fast. As you enter the first layers of the atmosphere, you'd encounter white clouds made of frozen ammonia crystals, with temperatures around minus 150 degrees Celsius. The winds here are no joke, reaching insane speeds of up to
What? Ammonia crystals?
the atmosphere. You'd encounter white clouds made of frozen ammonia crystals, with
How bad you think that shit smells, chat? What the fuck?
temperatures around minus 150 degrees Celsius. The winds here are no joke, reaching insane speeds of up to 482 kilometers per hour. If
Have we landed some shit on Jupiter?
you manage to descend about 150 kilometers through these top layers, you'd reach
We're only at the layers, bro. No. Then how the fuck do they know? How do they know all these details?
the deepest point ever explored. This is how far NASA's
Because that's how much we've explored. We haven't really gone further than the deepest point.
Galileo probe got back in 1995.
Bro, I don't get that. That's back in 1995. How far can we get now, bitch?
Beyond this point, things start getting darker, and both temperature and pressure increase rapidly. Just as a fun fact, the pressure near Jupiter's center is estimated to be about 100 million times Earth's atmospheric pressure. After hours of falling, you might reach Jupiter's inner layers, where you'd encounter a supercritical fluid, a state that's not quite liquid but not gas either.
What the fuck is it?
Here, you'd kind of be swimming in this bizarre substance. If you continued further toward the center, you'd encounter metallic hydrogen, an extremely dense liquid that would trap you. But if you somehow managed to get through that, you'd reach Jupiter's core, though we're not entirely sure if it's solid or not. The temperatures here would be about 24,000 degrees Celsius.
We're so fucked. That is so interesting, bro. That is so crazy. What if there are beings on there, bro? What if that's where the aliens are? We just don't have the ability to explore that deep into the Jupiter, so we don't know. What if there's literal beings walking on the core of that bitch, bro? That is hell.
Roughly 4.5 times hotter than the sun's surface. Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system, with an atmosphere primarily made of hydrogen and helium. The first challenge would be avoiding a crash with one of its 146 orbiting moons.
That is so fucking crazy to think about, Chad, bro.
Once you manage that, you'd encounter its iconic rings, which are made of debris from old moons, ice pellets, comets, and asteroids. Let's assume you're either an
Yo, I don't know. Is it just because we're older? And since we don't have to do it, we can learn our old time. Science is so interesting to me now, bro. I did sit there and watch shit on cells in my bed on YouTube. Back in high school, nigga, you couldn't pay me to pay attention to that shit, nigga. I was so boring, nigga. A fucking resident sleeper, nigga.
incredibly skilled pilot, or your spaceship is indestructible, so you don't meet your
So what do you think it is? Do you think it's how schools go about making things interesting? Or is it just like, we're just young jits, we don't care about shit at that time?
end by smashing into space junk.
Facts, Mr. 05? No, deadass. Miles time that nigga.
As you approach Saturn's equator, you'd witness an incredible spectacle
Like, imagine those videos like this. Easy, just fun, but interesting, like...
red and purple auras caused by highly energetic hydrogen in the atmosphere. However, this beauty comes with a catch. Hurricane-force winds blasting at speeds of around 1,800 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, I did learn that, bro. Oh, I remember this shit, bro. Chat,
Make
imagine
it
you're falling on Saturn, you're just getting hit by a bunch of hurricanes before you could even touch the surface, bro. You're just getting fucked by a bunch of shit.
Nearly impossible to stay steady. Trying to enter from the North Pole wouldn't be any better. Up there, you'd face a massive storm so large you could fit 2 Earths inside it.
What?
This region also has ammonia clouds, similar to Jupiter's, and temperatures that can plummet to a bone-chilling minus 250 degrees Celsius. As you fall deeper through the layers of clouds, the temperatures would start to rise again, eventually reaching 0 degrees Celsius. At this point, while the cold becomes less of an issue, pressure becomes your biggest enemy. It increases to levels comparable to the deepest parts of Earth's oceans. Continuing further, the gases around you would transition into a liquid state. If you somehow survived long enough to reach the center of Saturn, you'd encounter its molten rocky core, which is about 10 times the size of Earth.
Yo, there's no, like, Saturn is cooked, bro. There's no point even stop this. We're not, like, there's nothing.
Temperatures here reach a scorching 11,700 degrees Celsius, more than twice as hot as the sun's surface, with pressure roughly 1,000 times greater than Earth's. Uranus. This is where planets start getting—
Bro, chat, we are nothing on this universe, bro. We are fucking nothing, bro. I got property over there. Nigga, you don't even have property in the fucking United States, you bum ass nigga. You don't even have property in your own state. You're not, what you're living in isn't even your, that's your mama's property, broke boy. Talking about on another planet. Fuck out her.
Really far from Earth, making the journey incredibly long. Uranus is one of the 2 ice giants, and the only planet in the solar system that spins on its side. It also rotates faster than Earth, with a day lasting just 17 Earth hours.
Oh no. I need like, at least, how long would you want the day to...
By the way, being an ice giant doesn't mean the planet is a solid ball of ice. Instead, it means it's primarily composed of elements heavier than hydrogen and helium. Like Saturn, you'd need to avoid crashing into its rings. Once you pass them, you'd find yourself surrounded by toxic gas, and the temperature would drop rapidly to below minus 200 degrees Celsius. This makes it the coldest planet in the solar system. If the freezing cold and poisonous atmosphere didn't get you, you'd descend through the first layer of the atmosphere. Here, things get even worse. The air becomes dense, and you'd be pelted by ice pellets. Eventually, you'd reach something truly spectacular, a rain of diamonds, driven by winds of up to 900 kilometers per hour.
Oh my god. Oh my god. We have to find a way. We'll be rich. We have to find a way to get to Uranus. Not even us. We have to find a way to have something that could go to Uranus and capture the diamonds and bring it back up to Earth. Well, across to Earth. How do we do that?
But once again, there's a catch. The pressure here is about 100 times greater than Earth's, which would ultimately crush you. Neptune. Neptune is the second ice giant—
Neptune looks so cool. It's just blue. It'd just be like, ooh.
after Uranus, and its composition is very similar. Being the farthest planet from the sun, 30 times farther than Earth, it's incredibly dark. Like Uranus, Neptune is extremely cold in its outer layers, but the inner layers are intensely hot due to immense pressure and heat from its core. Matter of fact, its core is about 7,000 degrees Celsius, which is hotter than the sun's.
Chat, how hot do you think my core is, though? How hot do you think my core is? Them football niggas like this. The football niggas do this shit. That's how the football niggas being shit. Fake tits. The fuck? That's straight iron. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Surface. It also experiences the famous diamond rain caused by high
diamond rain, chat? Bro, one bucket, you're a millionaire.
Pressure breaking down methane and forming solid diamonds. Neptune's winds are among the strongest in the solar system, reaching supersonic speed.
Bro, imagine you spend all that money going to Neptune to get rich. You finally get the device that can withstand Neptune. You come back with a bunch of diamonds and they're boof-ass, like, fake diamonds. Like, they're ass, like, $10 diamonds.
In many ways, it's
Silky probably love Neptune. Are you special needs, my nigga?
Basically a twin of Uranus, so there isn't much to add. If you liked this video, subscribe for similar ones or join my Discord to suggest another.
That was calm. I like this guy.
Said I'm on 3 pills right now, if I'm being honest. Hope my feelings shoot out like a rocket. Niggas thought they had the swag, but I'm really on it. Look at you just window shopping that new bag I bought.